Hi, Elsa. Are you in Dutch?
Good. I hope you guys are excited with us.
Yes,
Sorry,
we
we had
are.
a bit of a long pre-meet discussion, yeah?
Okay.
Oh, welcome tonight to our Let's Recruitable Business Call. I am super excited that we are really getting this off the ground. I know my lights are going to go off in a minute or two, so let me just get some light on the subject here while I know that this is going to be happening. Apologies, I forgot. Okay, so let's get the show on the road. Welcome to everybody. I wanted to start off with a little bit of my own background. Why is this not switching on? Okay, don't worry. But a special welcome to everybody that's joining us for the first time tonight. I don't know, I think it's probably mostly people that's been around for a while that's here tonight. But a special welcome to you all. And what I wanted to share is just very short my own story. I got involved with Herbalife in December of 1994. This picture on the left there is exactly the same outfit I was wearing when my brother-in-law said to me, listen, you're fat, you can lose some weight and make some money. And I must be honest, at that stage, I was feeling a bit frustrated because my twins were 6 months old, my daughter was 3. I was still sitting with pregnancy weight, but I was a terrible yo-yo dieter since I was a teenager. So when he said I could lose weight, I said to him, yes, I'm interested, but I definitely don't have time for the business. And this is something that we see very often with people that we start working with, is they are initially very closed for the business. And I think one of the most important things focusing on recruiting now is that we don't take that personal. People don't understand our business. They don't know what we are all about. And for me, the most important thing was at that stage, this is my kids, when I actually decided to do the business seriously a year later. So the first year, and you will have lots of people that might join the business initially and that will say, I just want to use the products, I want to get a feel of the business, and gain their confidence. So don't give up on them, because I actually, after 6 months after signing up, I actually phoned my uplines. My sponsor signed us up half an hour after he signed up, so he knew nothing. So, one of the things that you must learn actually from the story is that sometimes you will have a newbie that will sign a next person up. And when they do that, it's your job to get involved, to help with the follow up, to be part of that person's journey, because that new member doesn't know how to look after uh, a potential new member and help them and support them and help them to get results. So Neil was very good. He started following me up. He was actually a pain in the butt, and he was nagging me to go to a meeting. And eventually, when I went to a meeting, I saw the marketing plan and I said, how do I get to this 50% deal? Because I don't have time to play around at 25%. In those days, we bought stock to get to the higher levels. And but I didn't really get serious with the business until a year later. The boys were then 6 months old, well, 18 months old. My daughter was about 3, and it was a bit easier for me at that stage. So often we have to look at where people are at, and obviously now the boys are 29, my daughter's 32. We just had one of the twins get married, and over the years, you know, the big thing that I just wanted to share with you about the possibilities. And this is the big thing. When we're sharing the business opportunity with people, we've got to share the dream of possibility. And always painting the small picture, 2,000 Rand extra, 100,000, 100 Rand extra. that doesn't, if you painted that picture to me, I would not be here. I would not be interested. I was looking for financial freedom. I wanted to get out of selling time for money, and I wanted to be around my children. I wanted to be at home. Still, I have dad to earn income. So we've got to be careful with when we share the opportunity, that we don't paint the picture too small, that we really show people what is possible, the international travel, the fun, the friends, the community, the really beautiful memories, the friendships, the good health. We sell much more than a shake. And I think the biggest problem we have when we're selling the opportunity is we're painting this picture way too small. And especially now when, the interest rates are going up, people are struggling financially. There's lots of things. I mean, now here I am, 28 years later, I still love what I do. I love the weight loss and working with the team. I was able to take my mom on a beautiful cruise. Sorry, I put these pictures in very late. I see they're a bit distorted. But now I have a beautiful beach house in Gansbaai. I live between Cape Town and there. I can choose where I want to work. I have the freedom. And how many people have that? So Herbalife really can give you amazing things. But you have to work hard initially to get that. And the biggest thing is that initial momentum to really get your business off the ground. So when we are talking about recruiting and the recruiting side of the business, the biggest thing that I see, and especially thank you to all of those of you that gave us, your feeling yesterday, is the biggest thing is all of us, myself included, are not doing enough. You have to do the numbers. This business is not for everybody. You are in the business of sorting and finding like-minded people that will want to have what we have. It's not for everybody, and that's okay. Don't take it personal. We tend to take it completely personal when somebody says no. They say no, it's not their kind of thing. They don't want to do the work. There's many things. Some people want to lie on the couch and complain. They don't want to do the work. It's okay. You don't want them. You want people that's positive, that want to work with people. But the biggest thing is you need to get in your own mind a clarity about who are we? What is the industry? What do we do? And we are in network marketing. We're not in direct sales. Yes, we sell product direct to customers and we look after them. But lots of people get stuck in direct sales. They stay there. You're never going to get the residual income if you are busy just selling product. You're never going to get financial freedom just selling product. You will sit there and not grow. And the only way you're going to grow is if you start building an organization. And it's not a personal thing, it's a numbers thing. So too many people want to get completely emotional because people say no. It's okay. It's not for everybody. It's not they don't like you. They're not ready. Maybe not now. Maybe this is not, their kind of thing. But if you want to get financial freedom, you need to understand the network marketing industry. You need to understand and get excited about our marketing plan. And then you need to go and do the work. Karen said last night, no DMO, no money in the bank. How did she say it? Something like that. If you're not doing the numbers, you're not doing the work, how can you expect money to come into your bank? It's like people that don't expect a boss to pay them and they don't arrive. It's like if you don't pitch, you're not going to get paid. And don't get emotional about it, or I'm going to give this a last try. try what? And did you do anything? You've got to give yourself a chance here. It's not try giving Herbalife a try. But, it's like the same thing with us. We said, listen, we're going to give ourselves a chance. And we worked like crazy. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, those days, there were no internet. So all I just want to say is get clarity. Get clarity about what you want, and then decide on what you're going to do. But you have to, if you're building an organization, if you want to recruit, you have to start with prospecting, and you find a way that is comfortable for your personality. So you have to start prospecting, which that is starting conversations with other people which is the warm market, circle of influence, or the cold market, which is people you don't know. So what we are going to do in supporting you is we're going to handle or really try to support you as a team with as much as we possibly can. We want to take all the thinking out of it. But I just want to take a step back and just say one thing. All of you need to understand that for quite a while in South Africa, actually worldwide, we were not allowed to use the word recruiting. We were not allowed to advertise the business for many years now. When I started the business, we led with the business. We led with the opportunity. And we had a sense of urgency to sign somebody up, chase into their circle of influence. Who do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know? And sign 3 or 5 or 4 people in their team in that same month, so that organize a shake party. And we really worked their circle of influence. So we had Leon Weisman always say, why are you signing one person up? You are signing up for the 300 people he knows. Not because you want to get that person, you want to get his friends and family. And as I say, those days we didn't have internet, we didn't have social media, we had nothing like that. It's so much easier now. But we still are avoiding to speak to people. Because what is it about? It's use where talk. Talk to people. That's what you have to do. And you will talk to some people about in your warm market about the business. Maybe they will go the product route. You might talk to some people from the products, and they will want to do the business. Same thing from the cold market. You're going to have some people that you'll approach, and eventually we can see how many people that have amazing results, like myself, then start doing the business because everybody's saying, what are you doing? What are you on? And that is why you have to get a clear picture in your mind. Right, I'm prospecting, I'm getting conversations, I need to do warm market, I'm going to do the cold market, and then I'm going to invite them, whether I'm going to go the product route with the wellness evaluation, or whether I'm going to go with a video for the business opportunity, or take them to a meeting, or show them a live meeting, or whatever you're inviting them to. You are going to cross-pollinate again, because once they join, as they choose one of the 3 options, and once they join, they're still going to go back to wellness evaluation and get on the products and get a result, or they're going to go to the wellness evaluation, later on get a result, and then come back to the HAM. So it's all intermingled, but you need to do the numbers. You need to get clarity about your workflow and what it is that you want to advertise. And most of your time every day is going to be in this little circle. This biggest area has to be there where you are prospecting and you are out finding new business, income producing business. It's all happening over here first. That's where you need to spend your time. So whether you're going to choose flyers or social media or a shake party or a fit club, whatever method you're going to use, you want to get lots of people through this funnel, because a few will come through. And at the end of the day, the whole focus of the country is that we want to help you over the year to get 100 new customers, 60 new distributors, and 10 new supervisors. So if you break it down to monthly, it is 8 new customers, 5 new distributors, and 1 new supervisor a month. So it's not massive. And if that sounds too much for you, download, like make that number a little bit less for yourself so that you feel, okay, this is bite size for me. I only have 1 hour a day. And I'm going to choose 3 ways of advertising my business. And that's how I'm going to do it. So what we want to do is, obviously we want to focus and help you on where you're going to find your prospects, what activity you're going to do. You want to choose 3 things that you're going to be actually doing. You go and do your name list. And again, this is mind mapping. You think of everybody. People think that their circle of influence is the immediate friends and family. It's way more than that. It's any person in your life that you had contact with. And the biggest thing about talking to people that you know is that you want to find a comfortable way of talking to them that they don't feel pressurized. So, but you need to choose a number. So I'm going to talk to 5 people a day, like I posted on the group today. And then you've got to be not negotiable. You've got to go and actually talk to those 5 people. And I bombarded you with a lot of stuff today. But what I'm just, just really setting the whole recruiting focus up with the videos and everything. So when it comes to building a team and finding your flow, you need to find, as I said, 3 ways. Make your name list. Say 5 for today, 5 for every day of the week. Getting creative so that you can continually be speaking to new people. You don't want to speak to the same 5 people all the time. And you're going to do some broadcasts. Some of them will be direct WhatsApp messages. You might email people. You must. Amari's going to talk to us about social media. Some printed invitations. You want to have a business card or something when you are striking a conversation with people that you want to be able to give something. But remember, it's not just about giving something, that you want to take their number as well, so that you can have a whole bank of numbers. And then to follow on from that is, now that you have made the first contact, what is your next step? What are you going to give them next? Are you going to give them a video? Are you going to invite them for coffee? Are you going to take them to a live meeting? Are you going to get them to the Discover Herbalife, or what we used to call BBS? Are you inviting them to come and exercise or walk with you? Are you inviting them to our shake party or our tasting, cooking, what the name gooi ek nou almal later this month? Whether you're going to ask them to do a wellness evaluation with you, whether they're going to ask them to join your 10-day challenge. But it's all, you might start with advertising. The invitation might be a 10-day challenge that will then go to wellness evaluation. So sometimes you might be mixing it up. But at the end of the day, what are you inviting to, and how many invitations are you sending daily? If it's a 0 and you complain you don't have customers, you don't have members, it will be a 0. So again, so now that you are finding your flow, you've sent the video, you've invited them, now you need to follow up. Okay, so that you've sent the video and you're going to say, what stood out for you? What did you like the best? What questions do you have? And then you might send a second company video that really gives them the facts. I sent all the videos in the group today, because now you're going to get to a point where you're going to actually close, where you're then going to be getting them actually to sign up as either a preferred customer or distributor. And then you're going to put them into the flow of back being a distributor, and then building up to 500 points, etc. The company launched a whole lot of beautiful ads for us. The most important thing is, when you're advertising those, you must make sure that you use the disclaimer. I put it here in the green box in the bottom. And we also have this Canva that I shared with you, where you can put your own picture in, personalize it. People see you. And so a tip that I saw, we heard over the weekend from leader is that she created a HOM or short business presentation video where she is the special guest. I think that is a brilliant idea. To take one or two of your friends, take the Discover Herbalife slides, put your own story in there, and that is the video that you share to your prospects. Then people have a trust. They see you in the video, they see your story, it's got your pictures. Now they see, okay, you've been around. It's not somebody that's trying to scam me, especially when you're working with cold market. So we as a team really want to work together to help each other. You know, some of us can present the product, another person can present the marketing plan. It doesn't have to be like with a whole lot of guests, but we can easily create nice videos for ourselves that we're going to, that's your closing video on the company. You can use the one that I do, but I would recommend you guys get clever and create your own as well. Okay, so this was a few pointers from Amu that you really want to advertise. You want to use some pain points. I'm going to hand over to her in a few minutes. She's really the social media guru and really one of our top recruiters over the last few months. Her and Surieta got really great results. So we'll get some story from her as well. But again, when you are talking and advertising now, a lot of people are being affected by the interest rates that are going up. You know, their bonds are going up, their car payments are going up, their cash flow is lower. So you could either just use the interest rates and just put that as a standalone. And this is the pitch from Alan. I love this one. If I could show you a way you you could earn an extra income without affecting your current job, will you be willing to take a look? And so this could actually also be the question that you ask people. So you could start a conversation without, like some of your friends and family, you don't want to send them an ad. They're going to say, what's up with you? You know, you want to start a conversation with them first and say, hi, how are you? I was thinking about you. I was so excited this weekend. We went to this conference. And, you know, maybe it's not for you. I love to use that term, like letting them off the hook right in the first sentence, because people hate to feel pressurized or like you want something from them. But we actually are offering them something, but they don't understand that in the beginning. So so when you have that disclaimer, when you say the third person, like maybe it's not for you, but maybe there's somebody that you know that's really now financially struggling, or you would love to go on that holiday, but you know, just are never finding the time, or you just never find the money to do it. You choose something that resonates with you. You could create whatever, something simple. You can browse around something that you then start putting on your status, putting it on your Facebook, sending it to a few people, putting it on a broadcast. You have to just do some activity. This is the one from Carol. I know she had very good results with this one as well. So for me, I like something that doesn't have too much information. So maybe one could even break this up. But, you know, she had very good results with this one. So maybe just go with that one. This was another one that I liked the wording of, and I put my own picture in. So I'm going to bump that. Remember again, when you're putting some things on your status, you've got to go look who's looking. Very few people is actually going to say to you, what is this about? When you see that they are looking, start a conversation. Say, I was thinking about you. You don't even have to say, I saw that you were looking at my status. But this is a conversation starter for you. And even if you say, I'm going to do 5 conversations a day with people I know, which I'm going to maybe pitch directly, and I'm going to do 5 DM dives of people that looked at my ad. That's looking. You can see some people are looking all the time, you know, on your Facebook, on your WhatsApp status. And the company, I'm not going to go into these. Companies created a whole lot of beautiful ones. So just make sure when you're using these that you use these scripts and that you use the disclaimer, because that is important, especially for social media. And we shared this script. We can also type it in the group if it's easier for you guys to copy and paste. Karina has got some beautiful scripts that we will also share next week and on talking to Circle of Influence. But again, you've got to start with forming. You've got to start with finding out where they're at, what's happening in their lives, personal life first, and then come with Herbalife. And then you can start with your pitch on what you want to say. Will you be willing to have a look at my video clip? We are very excited to expand. Lots of people are needing our business opportunity. We're really out there to help people be healthy and happy and help their financial situation. And, you know, if it's not for you, maybe you can help me to help somebody else. And, you know, it's all in how you say it to people that's going to get them to want to help you. So then you're going to send video 1 after the prompt. Video 1, I shared that on a group today. And now one day, once they come back, a very important thing about sharing video 1, you've got to say to them, when will you have time to watch it? I will send it to you, so that I really want your feedback. Can you watch it by tomorrow at breakfast time or by 6 o'clock? Because otherwise they're just never going to watch it. Everybody's very busy. So just, you know, without pushing them, say, I really would love to get your feedback, because you know, I'm in building mode, and you know, I'll be very grateful to get your feedback. And then afterwards, to make it easy to say, listen, on a scale of 1 to 10, number 1, I want to run away. No, I'm not interested. Number 5, maybe I want some more information. And 10, wow, this sounds interesting. Tell me more. So, and to then work from that, where you then going to send video 2 and close, invite them to the next event where they're now going to become a member, where you're going to actually start to, you know, actually get them into the system and the support system from the team. So the big thing is, everything that we do goes around events, because events is where people see the bigger picture, where they actually start understanding the business. The small picture we can paint is nothing like what people can actually see in a meeting. And it is that whole process of excitement, understanding this is much more than what they thought, etc. So it's very important to learn that there's basically 3 parts to promotion. And the first one is pre-promotion. And that is really working with people to go to the event. So I think Sarita got 8 or 9 people to Saturday's event. I think she worked for months to get them there. So it's like, don't take no for an answer. You just keep on working, keep on encouraging them without making them completely nauseous. But you want to, the pre-promotion is when you get them to buy the event ticket, to actually come to the live event. The event itself is a very important part, but that's not, it's only 1/3 of the actual part of the promotion. But when you are there, be in the room, concentrate, take notes, so that you really get the value, and make an action list afterwards, and that you actually incorporate what you got out of the event within 72 hours. Otherwise it will be lost. And the post promotion is, again, giving feedback, the excitement, everything that went, that you learned, something that you want to apply in your business. You don't want to change everything up. And obviously then inviting people, or those new prospects, to come to online HOM, to come to a local training, to join a 500-point club when people are now a member, to join the next LDW when they think they don't even understand the word LDW. You say, you coming to the LDW, or you coming to the extravaganza, they think when you're talking a funny language. But that is something, I mean, we were like 3-4 months back in the business. We went to London for an extravaganza. We had no money. Alan said, if you don't have the money to go, you're on the wrong plan. So you make a plan, you go. And we never looked back. So Sometimes it sounds a bit crazy, but that can change somebody's whole life forever in pitching them. So we have our calendar of the month. I really want to get to Amu, that's going to share her story. But, besides what we want to do now with recruiting, you all know the team support, what's happening on weekly. We have our retail flow where we support you with the challenges that you can advertise the challenges. And now we are starting with this team support with recruiting. So I'm very, very excited. And I want to say thank you to the leaders that bought into this whole idea, because I think it was really time for us to start focusing on building new business, getting new blood into the business, but that can totally change our business. So this is going to be the flow for from here forward. This is how we want to support you. And so Mondays we're going to have Peter focusing on the industry, on network marketing as a whole, on Herbalife as a company, the confidence in the company. And obviously, everything is going back to using events as well. Tuesdays are going to be about working with Circle of Influence. Wednesdays are going to be focusing on social media. Thursdays are going to be about direct approach, walk and talk. That's going to be done by Magda. And Fridays, Denise and Laverne is going to focus on that new member, giving them training, getting them, how can I say, verbalized within the first 72 hours, doing the checklist and everything. So I'm very, very excited that we want to give you guys a very good support around really upping the game with our recruiting. But the big thing is, if it is to be, it's up to me. We can do everything. But if you don't actually go and do the action yourself and go out there and talk to people and choose your numbers, then it's also not going to help. So I know that the biggest thing about going to talk to people is people's fear of rejection. You feel maybe you're not making enough money and you don't feel confident enough to go and talk to people. And what we want to do here is to try to help you to get the confidence to understand that it's okay. It is not for everybody, but you have to do the numbers. And if you're not going to, and you can't prejudge who's ready and who needs this business and who doesn't. So that for me is the biggest thing. We really want to give you the tools. We're going to have a call to action. We will post flyers for you that you can just go and copy and paste. But as I say, at the end of the day, you can either use it or don't use it. Over to you, Amarie. You are the social media guru, and I know that you've signed a few people from your social media posts. But I would love you to share and give some tips to people. Thank you so much. Sorry, I really baie gepraat.
It's okay. Hi guys. Okay, so I'm gonna jump in by just sharing what happened this weekend at the Discover Herbalife before we're going socials. So first of all, I want to applaud Surieta for having 11 people, 11 Elsa. She told me a few times. I also got it wrong a few times. So Surieta had 11 people at the leadership at the Discover Herbalife this weekend. And one of the biggest things I asked her pre this call was how long have you been working to get these people there? And she said minimum 6 months. She's been nagging them month after month after month, asking them to come, begging them to come. And this morning they called me. So she went. So she had 10 of her people there and then one prospect, and the one prospect signed up after the event. And what happened in her organization is so electric, because she called me on a video call this morning while she was in the office with Danelle and Belinda, her two new supervisors. And from this weekend until today, they both have been signing up new people because they are so excited. I think one of them signed up 2 people already, the other one in the process of the second one. So her team grew exponentially after this weekend. But one thing I want to say to you is I had 3 first line, 500, I told my people, you need recognition. You just went senior consultant, you must come and then bring someone with. So I had 3 first lines there, and all 3 of them brought 2 people. So total in my whole organization, there was more than 20 people that was at the Discover Herbalife this weekend. And what Elsa mentioned now, the pre-promotion is like the hardest part. Now you finally got them there. But the post-promotion, and what is very, very important, is to go connect with each and every one. So I literally went and messaged and called and spoken live with each and every leader that was there this weekend to ask what happened to their downline, and all of them so excited and ready to take their business to the next level. So I think we must really, like Surieta, not stop nagging and I don't want to say nag in a negative way. I want to, you don't just ask once and stand back. Yeah, don't just, because they don't understand what's happening there. Tell them if they're a customer, you'll be recognized as a customer and try new products. Find out what you can, I almost want to say, draw them in to get there, because as soon as they get there, your job's done, actually. Then the event takes over and the excitement happens. So that was really, really exciting. And I know this is a setup for success and big things happening, but I want to jump right into social media and recruiting. And most of the people I have been recruiting the last few months has been solely from social media, because I work from home and I've been in the business for more than 8 years. So my circle of influence, 99% of them know I'm part of Herbalife. The ones that's close to me, the ones I went to school with, because I had what you call it, our 10-year out of school reunion thing, and I actually signed up a few people there. But so my circle of influence is quite, I want to almost say, penetrated already. Now, the one thing I have at the moment is social media. So I have done a few courses, and I'm going to really just touch on a few things on how I structure my social media, and what I post and what I do with that person as soon as as soon as they connect. Okay. So first things first is in my Instagram and Facebook, they're connected with each other. I post in Instagram, it shares directly into my Facebook. That I have what you call content pillars. So a content pillar is something you focus on, for example, and it mustn't just be Herbalife. It must be adding value. So you want to land on my page and say, oh my word, I love this quote that this person shared. Maybe I should follow her. Oh, wow, I love this recipe that she made for her little girl. I want to follow her. Oh, I love the scripture she just shared. I would love to follow her. So a content pillar is something in an area that you love, that you can share and add value, or just share your life with them. So I've got my mom life, I've got a little bit of exercise, I've got trying to make food, I've got like Zara's lunch boxes, and I've got, yes, Elsa? Yes, gemute.
Will you share that pillars with us on when you're doing your daily post? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I will. And I want to encourage you all, because I know Teresa in the post. Thank you, Peter, for your stunning post on Monday. And I hope you all went to read his post and replied on the post, because that made me reflect as well about my mindset about recruiting and where my challenges are lying. So thank you, Peter, for that. And Teresa actually came to me and said to me, Amri, I need to up my social media because my circle of influence is depleted. What now? And we sat down with her content pillars, because that just gives your mind a structure on, oh my word, I'm busy making something. Let me take a nice photo and share the recipe, and this will be adding value to the people that's busy watching me. So you want to have that mindset when approaching your social media. Okay, so having 2, 3, 4 areas which you love. If you love dining out, why not start a series on dining out and say, oh my word, I love this restaurant, I would definitely recommend it. I will follow someone that goes and dines out or visits a lot of cool places, or if you are someone who loves finding bargains, people love stuff like that. If you are someone that loves saving money and you found this cool thing in this cool shop, go share it, tag the people, and in that way you'll be adding value to the followers you have. So I literally, when I advertise the business, I love the content that Herbalife creates, but I use that literally just as people must see it. People do not really comment on that. So I've done a lot of what Elsa did with putting my photo in with the wording. I get a lot of likes, but not a lot of engagement. But when I do post about like a photo of me and Zara, because she's the reason I do it, because I really want to have that time freedom with her. So my target market is moms. I would say, then I would use the captions that Herbalife approved on the business platform. So you can just go check that out on HN content. I would say I work from home and I love it. And then I would share a little bit of my story. But my caption, the thing at the top, is in bold capital letters. It stands out, like something from I earn an extra income, or supplement my income, or I am a business owner, or something like that, that's approved by Herbalife. And then I share my story. And in my story, I'm real. I say I work hard. I've qualified for 5 vacations. I really focus on helping my customers get the best results ever. I was really skeptical when I got started. Although I really share a little bit about me. And I'll screenshot some of my posts for you guys and share it in the when we start posting all the recruitment stuff, just as an idea, but really be sincere. People connect with your emotion and your sincereness about something. And then I would ask them to contact me, and I put my number there. When I do this, and if I ask them to contact me, it's when I do it on very big groups of moms. Because what happens then is when they take my number and WhatsApp me, my number is already saved onto their phone and they can immediately start seeing my status updates. But obviously, you actually want the ball in your court. But I am very privileged to be on a big mom group at the moment where people constantly just message you. But when I started, because obviously when I got started on there, nobody messaged me. So I had to start building up my platform there as well. And the fact that people trust me. Quite a few people say, oh my word, I see your face on this group all the time. I says, yes, because I'm famous. But see, you want to find platforms like that, community groups, hobby groups, anything like that, where you can go and add value. And I don't just share advertisements. I would share, oh my word, guys, did you see if you grind oats, you can use oats to make flapjacks for your child, then you don't have to use flour. Verstaan, you want to add value, check out what I made for and then in that way, people start read to you one of the people that I recently signed up from it. And then I'll share exactly what I did with her and how I activated her and. So she inquired about it on the 8th of March. And the first thing I send them is my video, that video of our Black video. And with that, I send a voice note because I immediately just want them to hear my voice in Afrikaans, because it's 99% Afrikaans people, so that they know I'm personalized and I'm personalizing it to you, not that it's a personalized voice note. It's a voice note I send to everyone, but it looks like a personalized voice note to them. I don't have time to voice note each and every one of them, but literally in that I say, thank you so much for joining or asking about my post. Really excited to share a little bit more about the opportunity that changed my life. My group of ladies, and we are mostly ladies in my team at the moment, like you guys see, our group of ladies are beautiful, godly ladies, working everyone towards a goal. what the opportunity is all about. I don't mention Herbalife yet. Is all about is literally sharing and caring for people and helping them reach their body goals and business goals. And then I share the video, and then under that I typed in Afrikaans. I'm very excited to share this opportunity with you. We put a video together with a lot of stories from team members just to show the possibilities. Check it out, and then let me know what you feel on a scale of 1 to 10, like Elsa mentioned. Number 1 is, oh no, this is not for me. Number 10, oh wow, I think I can give this a go. How does it work? So she said, awesome, thank you very much. This sounds amazing. Please tell me more. Then I connect first. Then I literally say, before we go on, tell me a little bit more about you. I would like to know who you are, where do you come from, how many kids do you have, because we're obviously on a mom group, so they have kids, so I can connect there. Then she shared everything about her kids, and then she was somehow already ready to sign up, so I shared that photo of us with the 3 stuffies, with the options. So I literally have them guide me. And then she asked a few questions, and then I literally said, oh, sorry, I'm very busy now because we're on a Zoom call. So there I took a screenshot of we're busy in a Zoom call. So showing her what I'm busy doing in the process as well. So it's a very sharing in my moment where I'm at currently with what I'm doing in my business. So anyway, she asked a lot of questions, and she signed up herself on the 27th of March. So it took about 3 weeks of questions back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then I activated her by sending her the welcome message. And then what I immediately do is I create a group with her and me on WhatsApp. And then in WhatsApp, I share the checklists, and then I share her welcome message. Then I share all the stuff that I know she'll need. So because this is something that helps me, my little groupie. So now what I've started doing about a few months ago, I'm making a group with all my people in. And as soon as I know they've got all the 3 videos, they've got the welcome message, sorry, they know how to do recognition and all of that, I leave the group and say, there's your group. You spam your group with the stuff you want. Okay, so I don't mind being on that many groups, because I know if I see they're starting to put stuff in their own group, then I get very excited, because then I know they're actually using their group to build a business and to go for it. So that has really helped me. And this is literally the flow that I've had with most of them. And then obviously immediately starting them into the next 10-day challenge. I actually wrote a few things here as well. Okay, so a few pointers in regards to social media and how I got to this place where I'm actually getting people from social media. And you guys are going to hate me for this word, but it's the word that's the only thing that's the reason, is consistency. Making a point, making that choice that you are going to post twice a week. And in those posts, you're going to add value. Or once a week. If you can commit to once a week, you do once a week. And then you start doing twice a week. And then you find what you feel people where you can add value to. If you love to yickle, go post cool stuff about yickle. And then you can connect with people about that. Okay. Adding value. Oh, this is something that is very, 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 very important. Write down the names you talk to. Sometimes when I post something like this, I would have 10, 20, 30 people messaging me in a space of a half an hour. And then I have to literally sit down, take a page in my book, make a note there, and start writing the date when I posted the post and the type of post I posted, and then all the names. And then I start highlighting the people who shows interest. And then I take it from there and I write them up on a follow-up list. So I'll have, let's say a week from now, the word follow-up in my diary with their names under it, so that I can make sure in my mind, oh, that person showed a little bit of interest. Let me follow up with them a week from now. And then I've got a month in follow-up as well. So that's very, very important in regards to that. I don't do this well enough. So that's one of the things I told on that when we had to reflect about recruiting. I don't do that well enough. There's so many messages and so many stuff sometimes happening that I get overwhelmed and then I bomb out. But it's happening. There's something happening. Elsa also mentioned the word of rejection. And I think when you start looking at new people that you talk to, rather than with not being afraid, but using that conversation to better yourself, that might be a much better approach. So what I did in the beginning, I never got results. Then I would go analyze what I said to them. Did I spam them with too much information? Did I spam them enough? Didn't I talk to them personally enough? Didn't I find out a little bit more about them before I went into rambling about the business? What did I do wrong? Let me tweak that. Then I try the next thing on 15 people. And then I tweak that. Then I try the next thing on the next. Then I take the stuff that I think worked. And this is literally trial and error, guys. And in the process, you are going to get better and better and more accurate and more accurate. To give you an idea, I sign up one person out of about 200 comments on a post. So
People
now you
think
can.
they're going to post something once and then assign 10 people. Social media is big numbers. And this is why you want to do 3 or 4 different things. Most of my business is still WhatsApp. I get the odd person from Facebook, but I'm not doing enough consistency on Facebook. So get real and focus on your strengths. Don't be overwhelmed now. I mean, this girl on Saturday, she speaks to 300 people a day. Ek is like, oh my word, I'm going to speak to 300 people a day. But choose a number that you feel that you can achieve and then build on that. Get better. Like I was saying, but just find a good tracking way. But it starts with just doing something. I think a lot of people feel not confident. They fear the people are going to say no, and you feel like your business is not going anywhere. But how many people are you really talking to? And I think this is where we all, myself included, have to get very real. I'm very good with retail. I can sell products. I'm very good with selling products.
Did you tell them how much products you sold today?
Ja,
Don't tell
ek
them.
moet gaan tel, maar ek dink is rondom R10,000 se retail value. Maar but I went yesterday and decided I'm not going to post another flippin' ad and nobody responds. I'm going to ask them directly. I'm going to the depot. Do you want to order something? I'm going to go now. So tell me before 12 o'clock because then I can order your stuff. And I had huge orders. So I'm very grateful, but it is my consistency every day, every morning without fail. Die flippin' wêreld kan vergaan, maar daai post gaan uit elke oggend. So that is my strength there, but I need to get my strength with recruiting because I'm good with retail now. But because our heads were saying we can't recruit or we're not allowed to advertise recruit, it's like we didn't get our heads back around recruiting. And listen guys, people are struggling out there. They're saying there's a recession coming. Yes, some people say the products are expensive, but at 50%, food is expensive. Everything is expensive. If you're eating Herbalife at 50%, plus you're making money because it's a great opportunity, it's not expensive. It's expensive if you think it's expensive, because I saw, a few people saying that it's expensive. So you need to find your own way of handling the objections, and we will handle the objections also on the Friday sessions. But what I'm saying is, whatever is holding you back, go face that. Whatever is your fear, sort it out. If you need to talk to one of us and so on, we really want to help the team to build. And the only way we're going to do it is new blood. So I'm really grateful that all the leaders have bought into the idea. Ek het hulle gelift off in laas Vrydag. I watched this video of Jim and I thought, this is it.
Our recruiting focus. There we go. I think so. We are really, really excited about our recruiting focus. And I really think that if we all just put our minds to it and give ourselves that goal to really stretch a bit, we can definitely make it work. Karina and I, we spoke about doing some Canva training as well, just literally the basics. And I definitely think if we start implementing that and playing around on Canva, you will get so much more excited about social media. And I know Karina a while back posted about the bot as well, that AI bot, the artificial intelligence guys. Ek het nou die dag die mooiste post geskryf. It was 'n ekkie. It was the bot. I literally typed in the bot. I said, post about my daughter running down a beautiful nature garden, something like that. And then they wrote me a post. And then I asked, what hashtags can I use to increase my following on Instagram? And they gave me my hashtags. And I boom, boom, I'm done. So definitely there's so many things that we can use and implement. And when we look at it, it feels quite overwhelming. But if you go tonight, after tonight's call, and you say to yourself, okay, I am going to commit on wanting to sign up so many people in a month. And this is my 3 things that I am going to use with my talent. Yeah. And you find something you can do daily. And if it's social media, then if you are wondering about content pillars, pop me a message and I'll gladly speak to you about it. But we will be sharing it in the group as well. It's my turn to post tomorrow. So I'll definitely maybe start with content pillars, but then just wrap your mind around it and then starting to add value, because people will start following you, wanting to be in your team because you are the best and you give the most. This must
guys, we went to President's Team in 4 years because we took a whole massive load of no's. We didn't go around and just get yeses. People were skeptical. I mean, it was just, we had momentum, we got excited, and this is what momentum does. So go and start doing that stuff that you hate to do, that facing that nose first in the morning. So like the first half an hour, I have to get this klaar gedoen. Otherwise, you're going to procrastinate and again not do it.
Yeah.
So choose your 5 people, circle of influence, 3 posts, social media, statuses. Choose your 3 things, but do that first. Like I spend so much time on retail. If we look at it, you do a food post, you go do your stuff for your, load up all the stuff for, so we're doing retail. If we could get a balance and we spend the same amount of time on building new business, new people in the business, as we do on retail, what's going to happen to our business? Everything is a number of a number. We will get new blood. Some will say it's expensive, it's okay. Some will say it's a pyramid, it's okay. Some will be puking on you, it's okay. It's not for everybody, it's okay. Don't take it personal. Don't think
just leave them feeling amazing.
Me. Huh?
Leave them feeling amazing. They always come back.
Yeah.
Always. Because they see you succeed.
Feel good about themselves, good about you, good about the company. You're never rude. You are never rude. I always say, Herbalife's going nowhere. When you're ready, I'm here. You come back.
Anyway.
So, okay, ons het baie gepraat. I hope you guys are excited with us. Can I see some faces and we hear some noise?
I'm already in my pajamas.
Thank you. It was awesome. Thank you.
As jy opgewonde saam met ons, gaan ons hierdie ding nou doen. Are you going to talk to your 5 people a day? No.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back as well.
5. It's only one hand.
I printed out a list yesterday. I can remember Lauren Stewart said she's got this list next to her diary. And every time she speaks to a new person, she writes in and she fills out the blocks. And she knows at the end of the day, if the list is not done, she didn't work that day. And I'm going to put that out for myself now. If my list is not done, then I know I didn't speak to enough people and that is going to show obviously in my numbers.
Yeah.
This on Eva.
Yeah.
So
Amari,
yes.
so I just wanted to ask the people who likes your reels and your postings, how do I engage them? You know, is that the best conversation starter, or
Very good question. Always when you have engagement on a post, a reel, a post, anything, you say, oh, thank you. If it's like, let's say you are posting something about a cool recipe you did, and someone would comment on it, yummy, or whatever. Immediately like, and you can go follow her as well, go check her out a bit. And if she looks like someone you would love to have in your team and have to strike up a conversation with on that reel, I would say something, oh my word, it was delicious. Are you a fan of mushrooms? Let's say you have mushrooms inside. You want to have as much comments on that reel as possible, because that bumps up your reel for more people to see, and they see there's a lot of engagement. So Facebook or Instagram will show it to more people. So have that, and then you can go DM her and say, hi there, thank you so much for replying on my reel. I really appreciate the feedback or the love. Tell me a little bit more about you, or however you can strike up that conversation. But definitely in the post, comment as much as you can, ask questions, have a conversation in the comments so that you can bump up that reel for more viewing.
okay, thank you so much.
Great
Because
question.
I've recently tapped into Facebook and Instagram. On daily basis, I make sure that I post something. I saw that they love the reels, and what I've noticed is I think they love the music. So
Yeah.
I've been doing this, but I'm not getting it right. I'll pop you a message, the content pillar, because I find that my posts are dear Makar. Today I'm gymming, tomorrow it's a post, like, you know, it's like there's no structure, you know, from that perspective. So I just need to get it right from there.
But you know what, we're going to learn a lot as we go along, you know, because
Am I frozen? Or
yeah,
is it
as
me? Is it my network?
yeah, but ask questions. Let's help each
Yes.
other. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Can I
Dankie,
ask
Structure
a
is key.
question?
Carol, yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
I just want to find out, do you have a business page that you're posting every day, or is it just your own personal page?
Just personal. I had a business page, and then when I did my social media training with the lady, she said, and she asked me what's my success rate with my business page, and I said I only attract Herbalife people that's already signed up. So that was really a problem for me, and I posted so many cool things on that page, but I only attracted already signed up people, and that didn't help me at all, obviously. And she said, but the biggest market now is your brand. You are the brand. You, Carol, you're the brand. Matlala, you're the brand. People attract, you are the person they come
that
to,
they like.
not the products, not the business or whatever. They want to be with you. And that's why being more personal on Instagram and Facebook is necessary. I want to say you have to be relatable.
And that's why you
So
also don't want to
I'm
just do Herbalife. You want to
Yeah.
give value. You want to show your family, show your cats, show your interests, and then show Herbalife. So you do a bit of a mix, because people get bored if you, like people with their baby posts. Sorry, small new babies. It's not
baby posts. I love baby posts. I like follow all the people with new babies. I like cake. But see, Elsa, you're in a different stage.
I'm
of
in a
life.
different space, so I don't want to
Yeah.
just see the gaga. I want to see something else as well.
You guys are going to start seeing a lot of puppy posts from my side. We got a puppy. So there I'm going in another market. So word naar.
Yeah, that's okay. All right. I post my cats. Okay. But until I get grandkids, and I'll also make people laugh.
Dan gaan jy ook een vandag wees.
Okay, guys, I hope you found value and that
Thank you.
it's a journey. And thank you to the leaders and everybody that's helping. And if you feel like you can add value or you want to give us or ask
Share.
something that you want to know, or, you know, we're in this together. We all need to grow. So please, you know, just say, please do this or help here. Or this is, I saw something nice. You know, we're all working together. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Julle.